Hey guys, I'm Deepthi Desikan, and in this video we're going to be doing affordable dupes for mostly affordable lipsticks. Affordability is very subjective, but yeah, you get the point, like not high end. And the reason I'm doing these videos is like if you like a particular shade and you wanted an like even lesser price point of that in the same shade, so that's something you can find out in this video. Or if you absolutely love some lipstick or liquid lipstick and you don't really like the formulation of that, and you were looking for a similar shade in another brand, you can, even if it's not affordable, you can find that in this video probably. And also always the point of this video is for you to avoid buying like similar shades. If you were someone who's like collecting lipsticks and liquid lipsticks and you wanted to own something a little bit different, maybe this video would help you guys out as well. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are bored of these videos. If you're like, okay, enough with the lipsticks, enough with the dupes, let me know that as well so that I will stop doing these videos, because it's a little bit of a tedious process to sit and find dupes for each and every one of these. Some of these brands come up with very unique shades, and so something like Kiro is quite hard to find dupes of. And this is one of my favorite brands of liquid lipstick, and so they actually, like, the shades are a little bit harder, and so I've tried my best to sit and swatch all of this and try to find something that is very, very similar to it, like at least a 98-99% match. But maybe I couldn't get close to the formulation, but maybe the shade is very similar. Like right now I have the shade called Dark Current from Kiro, and you can see how nice and dark and pigmented it is. It's not patchy. I have like very dry lips. You will see that in the swatches as well. Like my lips are really dry, they're flaking, and I couldn't help it. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to tell you. Let's get started with the video. So the first dupe we have is for my all-time favorite shade, which is Kiro Spicy Cinnamon, and the dupe that we have for that is from the Mars Browns collection, and this one is in the shade number 12 called Hotspot, which is a like spot-on dupe. It's very, very similar. I just feel like the Kiro one is a little bit more pigmented, but the Mars one does match up to it, and also it's a lot more affordable. The Kiro Lush Moist Matte lipsticks have a very long lasting formula. They stay comfortable throughout the day, and this is like my everyday lipstick. I use it on a daily basis. The Mars one though feels a little bit lightweight and comfortable. I feel like it's not as long lasting as the Kiro one, and it does tend to fade away quite fast. The next one we have is a very, very popular shade, okay? It is NYX Sizzle, and the dupe we have for that is from Sugar Pop. It's in the shade Raspberry. Now this is also a very popular shade, and a lot of you guys asked me for a better formulation dupe, and the closest I could find is from NYX. So if you don't want to try the Sugar Pop one because it's a little bit too drying, or you already have it, you love the shade and you're disappointed with the formula, you can switch to the NYX one. Just that the NYX one is a little bit patchy on the lips. It does not like give you that even look, but it's a beautiful shade. I love the formulation of these NYX liquid lipsticks. They're extremely long wearing, non-drying, and something I've worn and like it's tried and true for me, and I absolutely love it. The next one we have is also a very popular shade from NYX, which is the shade Straps Off, which is an absolutely beautiful shade. I absolutely love this, and the formulation is amazing, like I mentioned. And the closest match I could find to this is the NY Bay liquid lipstick in the shade Snuggle Secrets. It is a little bit lighter than Straps Off, but it's very, very similar. And the formulation of the NY Bay one is not like the NYX one, where it's not, very long lasting, and it's also not super comfortable on the lips. But if you wanted a very affordable shade dupe, you can try this out. The next shade we have is something I always talk about on my channel. This one is the e.l.f. Liquid Matte Lipstick, and this is in the shade Coffee. This has been discontinued on Nykaa. You cannot find it anymore, and the dupe that I have for that is from Swiss Beauty. This one is their super matte liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Dark Espresso. I just feel like it's a very, very, very close match, just that the Swiss Beauty one has a little bit more like purple hints to it. You have to look really, really close to notice that, but this is a really good shade match, and I feel like even the formulation of the Swiss Beauty liquid lipstick is quite long lasting. So if you always wanted to try out the shade Coffee, you can stick to trying this shade out. The next dupe was a really hard one, okay? This one is the Kiro liquid lipstick in the shade Cinnamon Nude. You guys know how much I love this shade. It's a nice cool toned nude, like brownish nude shade for my lips, and the the closest match I could get to that is from Iba. This is their Max Matte liquid lipstick, and this one is in the shade Caramel Nude. I feel like it's a very good 99% match. I really love the formulation of the Kiro liquid lipsticks, and the Iba one is also pretty good. It's like not drying, it's not feeling heavy, it's not like too cement like on the lips. The next one we have is the Morphe liquid lipstick, and this one is in the shade Nibble, and the dupe we have for that is from Miss Claire. This one is their matte power lip color, and this one is in the number 01. The Morphe one is a little bit more pigmented than the Miss Claire one. You have to build on the Miss Claire liquid lipstick, but it's like less than half the price of the Morphe liquid lipstick. And if Morphe is discontinuing these liquid lipsticks, you always have a shade option. Like the shade I feel like is identical on the lips. The next shade we have is called Morphe Bloodshot, and the closest I could find is from Iba. This is in the shade Burgundy Blush. It's not nearly as pigmented as the Morphe liquid lipstick. This is quite runny, and you also have to build on it quite a bit, but it's a pretty close shade match. But the shade is similar. It's not pigmented to match up to the pigmentation of the Morphe liquid lipstick. And the same shade is also very, very similar to the Kiro liquid lipstick in the shade Dark Currant, as you guys can see on the lips. Of course, even the Kiro one is a lot more pigmented, and it doesn't go on patchy at all. And that's the thing I really like about the Kiro liquid lipsticks. Like the darker shades do not go on patchy on your lips at all. Like I have dry, flaky lips right now, and you can see how it looks. Next up, I have the Kiro lipstick in the shade Nude Garnet, which is one of my absolute favorite nude shade, and the closest match I have for that is from Swiss Beauty. This one is in the shade Brandy Harrington. Nude Garnet has a little bit more brown than Swiss Beauty Brandy Harrington, but they are like quite similar on the lips. You can't really make out until you come really, really close and examine it really, really close. So I like the formulation of both of these lipsticks. The Kiro Nude Garnet is my everyday favorite lipstick. Like it's something that I wear on a daily basis, and these bullet lipsticks are my favorite to wear. And even the Swiss Beauty one is an absolute beautiful shade for everyday purpose, and I really like the formulation of the Swiss Beauty lipstick as well. The next one we have is also a very popular shade from Kiro. This one is in the shade Warm Nutmeg, and the closest match we have for that is from Plum, and this one is in the shade Upside Brown. Now I feel like the Plum one has a little bit more brown to it. It's also a little more matte, so it looks a lot more pigmented, and the Kiro one has a subtle sheen to it, as you guys can see, and it also has a subtle like orangish terracotta hints to it. So yeah, that is something you can keep in mind. It's not like 100% match. Next one we have is again a very popular shade from Kiro. This one is in the shade Nutmeg Nude, and the closest I could get to that is from Lakme. This one is their Absolute Matte Melt Liquid Lip Color, and this one is in the shade Mocha Shot. I can't believe I had both of these in my collection and I never like swatched them side by side. Lakme Mocha Shot is a little bit darker and a little bit more like brown, I think, compared to Kiro Nutmeg Nude. It's not like 100% match, but a very like similar shade. So if you wanted something similar to the Kiro liquid lipstick, you can try out Lakme. Or if you already have it, and if you have Lakme, you don't have to pick up the Kiro one. So next one is the Sugar Matte Attack Transfer Proof Lipstick, and this one is in the shade Tan Helen. Mine has completely like, I don't know, dried down in the tube. This is the first time it's happened to me with like a normal lipstick. I have to apply a lot of pressure to get it to show up even a little bit. And the closest match that I have to that, like from what I could build on my lips and the pigmentation I could see, is from Chambord. This one is their Riot lipstick, and this one is in the shade Vinotica. Is that how it is? Okay, anyways, you'll be seeing all the names on the screen. And I really like the formulation of the Chambord one way over the Sugar one. It's like dry, you guys, dry. So yeah. Again, don't quote me on this dupe. If you guys already have both of this and it's working fine for you, just swatch it and let me know if it is similar, because since this has dried down in the tube, it's kind of not like showing up true to color. I'm not able to actually see the pigment of it as much. But from what I can see on my lips, this is what I could arrive at. The next one we have is the Kiro liquid lipstick, and this one is in the shade Nude Mocha, and the closest match we have for that is from Miss Claire. This one is in the shade number 06. This one does turn out to be a little dark, like a tad bit darker, but you can't really make out as much like you can see from the swatches. And another super affordable dupe for that is from Lakme. This one is their Forever Matte Liquid Lip Color. This one is in the shade Nude Twist, which is like a dead-on dupe, spot-on match. So you can try this out. Of course, the formulation of the Lakme one is quite runny, not as pigmented, and also not as long wearing as the Kiro liquid lipstick. but you have to decide what you want. You want to save money or you want to try out something with a little better formulation. So that's up to you guys. Next up, we have the Kiro liquid lipstick in the shade Nude Ginger. This is one of their newer launches, and the closest match I have for that is from Mamaearth. This one is their liquid lipstick in the shade Caramel Nude. Caramel Nude is a tad bit more brown toned and a little bit more cool toned than Nude Ginger, but this is the closest I think I could get to it. I also have another dupe. Let's swatch that on the lips and see. Sometimes on the hand swatch they all look very similar, but on the lips they do tend to look a little bit different. So here is the swatch of both of these. The Mamaearth liquid lipstick can be a little bit too drying, maybe a little bit too sticky for a lot of people. I don't mind it personally. And the other shade that I have is from Pack. This one is their retro matte liquid lipstick, and this one is in the shade 07 Nutty Doodle, and I feel like this is a even better match than the Mamaearth one. It's not as cool toned and it's quite similar to the Kiro one, as you guys can see. So I'm not sure if these retro matte liquid lipsticks are still available or discontinued, but I really like the formulation of it. It is quite drying, not as comfortable on my lips as the Kiro one, but it is comparatively affordable. The next one also from Kiro, I have the shade called Maple Sugar, which is a newer launch, and the closest match is from Miss Claire. This one is their matte power lip color, and this one is in the shade number 02. I feel like it's a pretty good match, like a 98-99% match, just that the Kiro one has a little bit more of a deeper mauve hint to it, like a deeper pinkish mauve hint to it, and the Miss Claire one doesn't have that. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I really did my best. Like, yeah, so let me know if you want me to dupe some more of your favorite lipsticks. Even if it is affordable, you can let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll try my best to find the closest match to it. Some shades might be discontinued and you wanted an alternative. Maybe if I have it, I can help you with a shade alternative, but if I don't really have it, I can't just guess it, you know. So I need to have the liquid lipstick, I need to swatch it, I need to be able to see it to recommend a dupe. I can't just look at a hand swatch anywhere else and recommend a dupe to you guys, because that wouldn't be close at all. Because most of the times, like sometimes I'm sitting down and like swatching all of these shades, and when you swatch them on the lip, they turn out to be completely different. So, and the dry down is different as well. So you have to wait for all of that and all of those factors involved to get a perfect shade match. So let me know if you want me to do like a part 2 of this. Let me know in the comment section down below, and while you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.